नमामि धन्वन्तरिम् आदिदेवं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितपादपद्मं लोके जरारुग्भयमृत्युनाशं दातारमीशं विविधौषधीनाम्. I bow down to Dhanvantari. Namami Dhanvantari means I bow down to Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari is the god of Ayurveda. So, Namami Dhanvantarim Adidevam, primordial god Adidevam. Surasureir Vandida Padapatmam. So, at whose lotus feet Suras and Asuras, both gods and demons, bow down. And Loke Jararuk Bhaya Mrityu Nasham. So, who removes the old age, Jara, Ruk, pain, Bhayam is fear, Mrityu is death. So, who removes the old age and pain and fear and death of the mankind. And Dataramisham Vividhaushadinam. Aushadhi means herbs or healing modalities. So, who holds different kind of herbs and healing modalities. I bow down to such divine incarnation of Mahavishnu, that is Dhanvantari, who is considered as the god of Ayurveda. So, I welcome all of you to join this big yajna. Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji has a mission and vision of reviving Ayurveda across the world as a part of health revolution. Because Ayurveda is very relevant today. It is very, very old, thousands of years old. It's a part of Indian Vedic lore. And Vedic sciences always illuminates the secrets of life and help you to lead a better quality of life and evolve towards higher consciousness, higher states of consciousness. So, Ayurveda is a part of Vedic lore which focuses on aspects of health and maintaining body and mind in a higher state of consciousness. So, and we need a lot of people together to bring about this revolution. So, let us do it together. Sangachatvam. We will all do it together, and this is a 2 years of journey, and we are in the starting of the journey. So, let us see about Dhanvantari more. There is a story about Dhanvantari where it is said the Devas and demons, the gods and demons came together and churned the Milky Ocean. And there are a lot of herbs in the Milky Ocean, and they churn it together with the help of a snake called Vasuki, because there is no rope which is big enough to go into the ocean. So, Vasuki, the snake in the heaven, offered, I can be the rope. And for the axle, they used Sumeru mountain. So, Vasuki was tied across Sumeru mountain and churning starts. So, when churning started, initially toxin came up, and this toxin is so powerful, if it falls on the earth will be destroyed. So, Lord Shiva offers, I will receive it, and he received it and he swallowed it, and it does not go below, it was stuck in the neck. And there is a beautiful knowledge Gurudev has given about this. He says, when you do criticism, let it come from the neck, it need not go from within. So, that means criticism is only to help others improve, it is not pointing out the mistake. And then the churning continues, and after that so many good things come up, like a full wish fulfilling cow comes up called Kamadhenu, and Kalpavriksha comes out like a tree which every part of the tree is useful, that is coconut tree. And then white elephant comes, white horse comes, Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of wealth, comes, moon comes. That is how the story goes. And after 1,000 years of churning, Dhanvantari evolves, emerges from the ocean with a pot of nectar. And that is how the evolution of Ayurveda, the origin of Ayurveda described. So, as any Vedic science, there are different stories and different ways to express it. So, this is one of the ways, like this is one of the story. And actually, if you notice the meaning behind this story, like gods and demons are positive and negative in our own mind, and then that is churned. And churning of mind always needs awareness. Only then something can evolve from that. And snake, Vasuki, is the symbol of awareness. And the mountain it is not moving, it's stable. So, mountain helps you for the churning. And once during the churning, the mountain slips down, and that time Mahavishnu comes as a turtle and stays beneath the mountain. So, turtle always signifies stability. See, if you have observed, turtle, when some external disturbance come, it draws its limbs inside, even the head inside. You can see only that tusk. So, when you meditate, same thing happens. When you contemplate or when you meditate, all your senses are withdrawn inside, you are centered inside. Then the awareness dawns. So, that is the significance of turtle. And at the end of the churning, see, initially when churning happens, not so good feeling come, like toxins. And then lot of positive things can come. You get siddhi, whatever you wish start happening, your intuitive abilities start coming up. So, you don't stop with the negative or positive happenings, you just move ahead till the ultimate. Then the nectar of immortality comes. So, actually if you see, Ayurveda is a science which not only helps you to be healthy, it takes you to higher states of consciousness. So, it leads you to the goal of life. See, when you see, there are 4 goals of life: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This dharma, artha, kama, mokshanam arogyam moolam uttamam. So, dharma means the duties or responsibilities. It is towards you, towards your family, towards the society and to the universe. And artha means the resources you need for fulfilling these responsibilities. And kama means the sensory gratification. And moksha is ultimate liberation. So, these are the 4 goals of life. And for all 4 this, you need arogyam. Arogyam means health. You need to be healthy to fulfill your duties. If you are not healthy, you cannot fulfill your duties. If you are not healthy, you cannot earn money also. You cannot go for job. And kama also, for sensory pleasures also, you need to be healthy. When you have fever, you cannot enjoy an ice cream. If you have headache, you cannot enjoy a movie. And for moksha also, you need a fit body. To sit and meditate, you need a fit body. So, that is why diseases are obstacle in the pathway of life. And Ayurveda helps you to cross this obstacle. Like Ayurveda helps you to maintain health and deal with the diseases in an intelligent way and promote longevity. So, if you say, we have body and mind. So body is called Shariram in Ayurveda. Shiryade anena iti Shariram. That means one which perishes, that is body. Body is like that because body is made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air and space. And everything in this universe is also made up of 5 elements. There is a famous verse in Vedas, Yat Pinde Tat Brahmandi. So, Pinda is the body mass and Brahmanda is the cosmos, universe. So, this means as is the macrocosm, so is the microcosm. So, whatever is there in the universe, same thing is there in your body. Our body is also made up of 5 elements and universe is also made up of 5 elements. So, there is very close connection and interaction between the body and the universe. And our body is made up of 5 elements and there is a decrease in the 5 elements which is compensated with the from the universe as food and as any other sensory objects. And mind is also considered, like mind, the word mana is mind. So, manyane anena iti manaha. That means that which perceives is mind. So, mind connects us with the external world because through the 5 senses, it is mind which is perceiving. Mind is seeing through the eyes. Mind is listening to the sounds through the ears. And mind is feeling the touch. Mind is tasting. And mind is smelling. So, mind allows us to perceive the world. And the same mind connects within to reach the self. So, that is why body and mind is equally considered important in Ayurveda. In allopathic science, psychology is not a part of allopathic science, it is a different science. But for an Ayurvedic doctor, knowledge of body and mind is equally important. For an Ayurveda therapist, body and mind knowledge is equally important. That is why Ayurveda is considered as a holistic science. Holistic approach is very unique to Ayurveda. It considers both body and mind. See, body and mind is like very closely connected. Like if you observe, when you are angry, your body immediately gets heated up and it becomes red. And when you are fearful, your hand shakes. And when you are sad, your body becomes cold. So that means there is very close connection between body and mind. It is like ghee. If you hot ghee, if you pour into a pot becomes hot. Or in a hot pot, you pour normal ghee, the ghee becomes hot. So this is something similar to that. Whatever happens to your mind, it has an impact on body. And whatever happens to your body, it has an impact on mind. That is why you are considered as a whole. Ayurveda gives a lot of importance to handle our mind to be disease free. And when you are having a disease, your mind is always attended to. Once the mind is stress free, only then healing happens. So it is a whole person. We don't, and even in the body, we don't compartmentalize, like we don't treat one part of the body, it is treated as a whole. So that is the holistic approach. And then another speciality, uniqueness of Ayurveda is it's very natural, because as we said, we are a part of nature, like we are in constant interaction with the nature. So when you are maintaining health, living according to the nature is very important. The preventive aspect of Ayurveda gives lot of importance to natural living. And even the treatment of diseases is connected to nature. The medicines are all taken from the nature. Actually, nature is a storehouse of remedies. We only need to identify. Like the plants we see outside, most of them are having lot of medicinal properties. Like some plants are good for liver rejuvenation, some plants are good for better functioning of heart, some plants are good for joints, like what not. Every imbalance in the body can be corrected with the herbs. And even the principles of Ayurveda is according to the nature. That is why it is called a natural science, science of life. Science of life meaning every aspect of life is considered, like what you eat, how to sleep, and what to do. This is all considered in the preventive aspect. If you see Ayurveda, no, it is a preventive science as well as a curative science. So, equal importance to preventive aspect also, because we all know prevention is better than cure. So, once the disease happens, then there is lot of effort needed to reverse it. So, it is always good to prevent a ill health condition. And preventive aspect is called swastha vrta. Swastha means healthy. It's called swasmin sthiyade idi swastha. Swasmin means in the self. So, one who is established in the self is called swastha. Who is considered to be healthy? Samadosha, sama agnishcha, samadadu malakriya. Prasanna atma indriya manaha swastha ityabhidiyade. So, when are you considered healthy? There are certain conditions. Samadosha. Samadosha means the three doshas or three energies are balanced. I will talk about three energies or three doshas. And sama agni. Agni, your metabolic capacity should be balanced. Sama dadu malakriya. Dadu means the functions, the systems in the body should function well. Sama malakriya, all the eliminations in the body also should function well. And this is about the functioning of the body. Now, prasanna atma indriya manaha. The self should be prasanna. Prasanna means calm and blissful. Manas, mind should be calm and blissful. And senses also should be calm and blissful. Only when all this happens, you are considered to be healthy. So, we will talk about doshas. We talk about 5 elements, right. So, these 5 elements, the whole life is a play of these 5 elements. Like if you see, no, there is, when you observe the body, if any of the elements is imbalanced, you can feel effects of that in your body. Like if you feel heavy, that means the earth element in your body is little more. And if you feel little fluid, then or maybe retention in the body, then the water element is more in your body. If you feel heat in the body, that means fire element is more. If you feel pain here and there or lack of movement or restlessness, that means air element in your body is more. And if you feel spaced out, not grounded, then space element in your body is more. So, health means all these 5 elements need to be in balance. Then your balance is maintained. So, these 5 elements in a very different way we say they combine and form the 3 major energies in the body. The body, every function is run by an intelligence. This is called body intelligence. And the play of body intelligence is very obvious in our life. There are so many things which happens in our body which body intelligence take care. Like your heart is beating, the food you take is getting digested, whatever toxins or waste is formed is taken out. So, this is all done by the body intelligence, and a whole baby is formed inside you. So, the body intelligence know what to do when, and if something goes wrong, it knows how to correct it. only thing is we need to support the body intelligence. So, body intelligence has manifest as 3 energies. They are called the 3 doshas. So, one is vata dosha, second is pitta dosha and third is kapha dosha. So, vata is made up of space and air and pitta is made up of fire and water and kapha is made up of earth and water. So, these vata, pitta and kapha maintains all the functions in the body together, and when there is imbalance in these doshas, then the health is affected. Then from ease you go to dis-ease. That is what we saw there in the shloka samadosha. The doshas must be balanced. And Agni also has a very major part to play in our life, because Agni is the metabolic capacity. It digests the food and takes the nutrition. It helps the food to form our body and convert it into energy, and at the same time separate the waste and push it out, make it ready to push it out. So, Agni decides your health. Agni Moolam Balam. Agni decides your strength. Bala Adhishtanam Arogyam. So, your health is dependent on your strength. Strength here means immunity. So, Agni is very important in maintaining the health. That is why we saw Sama Agni, Samadosha, Samagni, and then Samadhatu. Dhatu is the functions, like all the systems in the body is called dhadus. There are 7 dhadus, and functioning of these dhadus are very important in health. And Malakriya, elimination is also important. It is very, very important. Whatever waste is formed in the body is pushed outside the body as feces or urine or sweat and minor eliminations. So, if all these functions are happening properly, then you are considered to be healthy. So, the concept of health is very, very subtle and in very, very detailed. And the state of mind is also very clearly stated, like Prasanna Atma Indriya Manaha. The self, mind and the senses are in a very calm and centered and blissful state. Then you are healthy. So, we have higher standards of health to meet. So, that is where Ayurveda plays a very important role. So, Ayurveda is a deep and vast science. So, right now what we spoke about, we just had a glimpse of what Ayurveda is. So, we will look into it in depth. What are the doshas? What is Agni? What is the role of Agni? And about dhatus and everything, every aspect of it in depth, like we will have detailed discussions, and let's get started. Jai Gurudev.